Well, welcome back to Football Frenzy. We are now pleased to be joined by the winning head coach tonight from the Parkersburg South Patriots, Nathan Tanner. Coach, thanks for being here.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Sure. So let's first talk about the game tonight. 56-20 win over Woodrow Wilson. Gage Wright scored 6 touchdowns in many kind of ways. But just talk about your team's effort tonight. What did you like from your squad?
Obviously Gage, the things you brought up about him, he's been a monster for us in all 3 phases, just playing lights out. But something that really pleased me with our team's effort tonight, we knew the game was going to be very physical in the trenches with Woodrow Wilson, the type of football that they play. It's really hard to duplicate in practice, so it was really cool to see how our kids responded and really dug in it inside the box, and we were able to defend them at a high level. And once we got into a rhythm on offense, we were able to score points at a high level too. And obviously the special teams play.
Yeah.
I just felt like all three phases we capitalized in. It was neat to see.
Yeah, so this week I actually talked to Turner, and I was kind of talking to him about, up until today, 77.5 points. I was kind of asking him how he's been leading the offense, how that's all gone. How do you keep them, that hungry? How do you keep them going throughout the year?
Well, we do mention, outside noise and, people praising them for their efforts and things like that. And that's good. Our kids appreciate that. As a staff and a program, we appreciate that. But something we try to do week to week is more or less just hit a reset button and just try to show up every day. And we talk about daily discipline and just getting better, throughout a daily process. So I feel like, by hitting that reset button and just trying to reset every single day, it keeps our kids hungry and, driven to get better.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't think we need to tell you who y'all are playing next week. It's a pretty big game. You've been a part of a few of these crosstown showdowns. Both of you guys going undefeated next week. You saw Parkersburg. They haven't allowed a point this year. We'll talk about X's and O's sometime a little later, but just the history of the rivalry that you've been a part of, what does it mean for this area, and what does it mean for your guys, really?
Well, really, I think for the area, it means a lot. I'm not originally from here, so it's been a blessing, from a coaching standpoint to be able to experience, I guess you'd call it like the nostalgia of the rivalry. It's really cool. Last year, I think over 7,000 people came out to Erickson and watched the game, and probably for the first time as a coach, I got real butterflies and my heart was pounding. At the beginning, I remember thinking I can't imagine being a kid in this situation. But the rivalry itself, obviously you get bragging rights for a year, and
that's nice.
Yeah, no doubt. And from my standpoint and our program standpoint, you want to beat that team on the other side of the river. So it's a lot at stake. Obviously bragging rights, but pride for your community and whatnot. But we've talked before. Coach Combs and their staff, they do a great job with their kids. So it's going to be a fun atmosphere and a fun game to coach.
For sure. They've split the last 2 meetings. South winning it last year, PHS winning it in 2021. Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on the win tonight, and good luck moving forward with the season. We really appreciate you stopping by. Well, coming up next on Football Frenzy, we've got your play of the night. But first, here's a look at some of the games you can expect to see this weekend in college football and next Friday on the high school level.